Hi everyone and welcome back to your English lessons for this week. Yesterday you read a story by Miss Hargreaves about Katie in London. Today we are going to be focusing on doing a little bit of writing. So before we begin our lesson today, what I'm going to ask you to do is to go back to that story and re-listen and make sure you are writing down some notes about some of the landmarks that she saw along the way. So let's begin. So I would like you to think about what is an adjective. So have a big think about what it is. Okay, so an adjective is a describing word. So it's any word that describes a noun. So I'm going to ask you now to write a list of adjectives to describe the picture of the Tower Bridge. You can draw your own picture of Tower Bridge if you like, and then write some adjectives around it. You could then use these in a sentence if you like, but we will be doing that a little bit later on. So stop the video now while you do that activity. So I'm going to go through some famous landmarks in London to help you for your task today. Does anybody know what this landmark is? Well done, it is the Shard. What about this landmark? This was in the story. It is St. Paul's Cathedral. This is a very famous landmark in London. Does anybody know what it is? Well done, there's a clue at the beginning. It is Big Ben. And the one we previously just mentioned is Tower Bridge. Does anybody know what these are? They are the crown jewels. If you were listening carefully to the story and you wrote down some points, you would know what this is. The Yeoman, warden and a raven. The next landmark is the Globe Theatre. Does anybody know what this landmark is? Shout it out now. Well done, it's the London Eye. So I've made a list of some adjectives around the page to describe the crown jewel. So this is the first task you need to do. So you need to choose a landmark and then you need to draw a picture and then write the adjectives around it like so. So sparkly, enormous, beautiful, flawless, magnificent, precious. So these are some adjectives that I've chosen. Once I've done that, I'm going to write some sentences. So you can either draw the picture at the bottom and do the adjectives, or you can put it at the top. I'm going to move these down. Yeah. So I put all my adjectives around. And you're going to write them on the lines of your piece of paper because you can't write on paper that isn't not got lines because your writing will not be very neat. So once you've done that, you are going to write your own sentence. So I'm going to write my sentence using some of my adjectives. The problem being with that is it's not on the line. The bejeweled crown, and use my sounds, crown, is full of sparkly diamonds. And what am I missing in my sentence? A full stop. Well done. So the adjective I have used is sparkly, and I've gone back to double check my writing. What I'm going to do then is with my pencil, I am going to underline my adjectives. Sparkly is what I've used, and bejeweled, that's another word that describes the crown. Sparkly describes the diamond. I can then write another sentence. The precious stones in the enormous crown crown are blue, full stop. So there's my second sentence. The precious being my adjective, because I'm describing the stones, and enormous is describing the crown. And I'm saying that they are blue. So I've added 3 adjectives in that sentence. I want you to write about 3 to 4 sentences of your description, okay? So I've only written 2, you're going to continue with writing some more. If you could write some conjunctions, and because these words would be extending your sentence to make it more interesting for your reader. So you are going to choose a landmark or a character from the story to describe. So you only need to choose 1, but if you want to do 2, that is fine, okay? And then you're going to upload all of your work onto Tapestry so we can see your fantastic work today.